All you need is my yearning, all you really want is my aggravation in the middle of between never met your lost, when you were conceived it was thunder fire lit overhead, is to mislead how would you and me return, hi my sweetheart fubination. How are you, how can wait for those of you that are dropped by for the absolute first time my name is Humidus. And you are so extremely welcome. Let me start by saying much thanks for the mind-boggling help that you showed me in my last episode about Shanquella, and how I had communicated that I would have rather not discussed Shanquella except if we had some substantial proof that the Carbo 6 were in guardianship, that we had some sort of information, new news, that things were pushing ahead for equity for Shanquella. I said this since I understood that his steady harmed for the family. I don't maintain that they should be in pain simultaneously. I truly do need equity for them. I never said I could never at any point discuss Shanquilla again. I didn't say that what I needed was to not discuss her except if we have something I'm going to go out. And I said for me film this episode for our wonderful Shanquilla allies, on the grounds that a ton of you sent me DMS about how those that have cherished Shanquilla, those that adoration her still and her family, had gone on this week, I think, and had sent 100 pink letters to Mexico to flood their postal framework. It's been almost 4 months since a neighborhood Lady Shangla Robinson strangely passed on during an excursion with companions, while in Cabo her demise is being researched as a murder. After a video surfaced showing Robinson being viciously gone after during her excursion, a capture warrant has been recorded by Mexican specialists, yet nobody has yet been captured today. As the pursuit happens for answers, many individuals rioted to request equity. WCNC, Charlotte's Jess Pierre, has that piece of the story, individuals who truly love her, and really know her, and really have been around her. We know we're not giving up the call for equity access. The instance of Shangwell Robinson proceeds with family companions and allies, carefully recording their requests, filling each pink envelope with a letter to Mexican specialists requesting that they make a move. So every time they see a pink envelope, they will realize that we're attempting to come down on them to execute the warrants to secure these people. In October, Robinson unfortunately lost her life during a getaway with companions in Cabo. Mexican specialists recorded a capture warrant for her situation the next month after a video showed her fiercely pulsated by one of her companions, yet months after the fact, nobody has been captured for her passing in my letter proclamation. Principally states we need equity now, or you folks will not have the option to rest yet. I ensured I put in that letter how we truly feel, how it hasn't been simple since it worked out, and I will keep on sending letters. Settle on telephone decisions, accomplish other things, walks, anything we need to do. What do we need? A gathering, walk to the letters and Mexican specialists, as well as the White House holding a pennant with Robinson's photograph. In the words of Battle for Koala, she is from North Carolina. She is our girl, she's everyone's little girl, everyone's cousin, everyone's sister, everyone's granddaughter. And we want to help her family and keep on saying her name, friends and family, trusting that with each letter sent it is a bit nearer to getting equity for Robinson. She merits similarly as her family merits equity, her companions, her clients, kid clients. Everybody merits equity, since that was unreasonable, that would happen to her. It was a particularly lovely idea. I have never known about any such thing. And I am going to call the Uber to go out. And I said stop, and I put the lights on. And I said for me you need to keep discussing her, since that is the manner by which you keep the case alive. So many of you had said for me, so many other YouTubers have halted you, are the one that keeps her name alive. And that is the very thing I maintain that should do. I would rather not have episodes that says nothing. And I believed I had reached the stopping point since Nancy Elegance had talked with a legal counselor, I think. And he had gone top to bottom about how it functions. And on the grounds that this wrongdoing occurred in Mexico, America's hands are bound until Mexico takes action prior to anything will be finished. And I watched it. And I was so disheartened in light of the fact that I think about her all the time. It's unique, assuming you're in an auto collision, is unique. Assuming you're in a spotless accident, it's different regardless of whether you are wiped out, it's unique. Assuming you have a cardiovascular failure, harmed yet to be thumped to death in a filler with 6 others, is terrifying. I feel that got me how terrified Shangri-La probably. Then we saw a scrap, yet we don't have any idea how long they were thumping her for. When you're scared you can resemble, wow, you're scared me to death. You can envision how scared she was. She just turned 26. We commended her birthday, and it's simply peaceful. It's so uncalled for, it's so unreasonable. The way in which this case is going, is so unjustifiable. This is the pieces of the law I could do without. So out of line. So out of line to the mother, so unjustifiable to the dad. So out of line to the sister, so unjustifiable to her more distant family, to her companions. It's so uncalled for. Or is it that there's something we don't realize? I don't have the foggiest idea. Thus I need to talk in power and strength each time I call out to her. I think it was me. I assume I was feeling truly like I'll lose this. And I didn't realize I put treasure her name. I would rather not discuss her like that.